Applying for FLIER was one of the most transformative moments in my career, and I can see those connections and the people that I've met through FLIER being my cheerleaders and my peers throughout my career, whichever decision I take next.
At the time that the FLIER programme was advertised, I'd been a founder and CEO of Apparato for about 4 or 5 years. The concepts that we were trying to promote, that patients could take part in clinical trials from their own home, was quite novel. As a female founder who had no previous industry or business experience, I couldn't persuade investors that it was going to be a viable, investment opportunity. So I was still inherently passionate about this idea, but struggling to convince other people to see the world through my lens. Once I was accepted onto the programme, I think there were 2 or 3 main value adds that were sort of instant. One was that sort of time out from the hustle and bustle or the rat race of just keep going to, be in a closed environment where the whole time was dedicated to think and reflect and learn. And then the second part was getting to know the other flyers and hearing their perspectives, their experiences.
The thing that appealed to me about FLIER was it was about recognising opportunity to grow. So my experience at that point was mainly at NHS as a doctor. And so for me, basically having grown up within an NHS research system, it was an amazing opportunity to start working with policy leaders, with senior people within big tech companies and big pharma companies, also smaller companies, and to bring real sort of collective energy and skills to work together to tackle some of the really hardest problems facing us in healthcare.
With the FLIER programme, it came at a really interesting time in my career. I was within an organisation where it was primarily a services charity, and I needed a group of peers, really, people within life sciences, within research, who understood kind of my perspective and where I was coming from.
I think one of the strengths of the FLIER programme is the way that it really trains you as a leader. And it takes a really holistic view of that. There's great support for mentorship. You developed contacts and friendships that have been really influential in my ongoing career.
And what I can bring back is that external perspective. I can bring the networks, but also I can bring back what I'm hearing around strategy development. And definitely me being on the FLIER programme has exposed me to some of those networks that I would otherwise not have.
At the end of that FLIER programme, I made the commitment to give one last push as the founder CEO of Apparato to keep my vision alive and keep moving the company forward. I think that decision at the end of FLIER to keep pushing one more time was really instrumental. And so it's quite surreal to go from being a whisper, from giving it all up to where it is now.
What I've taken most from FLIER is the ability to see my place in the life sciences ecosystem. And so I would say to anybody who's slightly outside of the sector or who's thinking, is this the right thing for me? Apply, because you will have a voice in those rooms and you will be there because you've got a contribution to make.